All right. Well, we got to talk about this because we talked about this whole scandal pretty much from the start when it comes to the quartering. Saw this happen yesterday. This comes from PPP of Kino Casino. He is saying, and once again, all alleged right here. Or at least I'm saying alleged because we don't know for sure. It says, well, quartering has now succeeded in flagging down the Kino Cathedral channel for, quote, cyberbullying. He is truly the biggest loser faggot of all time. I'm not sure why he keeps escalating and expects people to stop felting him. Oh, well, fuck YouTube, fuck Jer right here. And you can see the Kino Cathedral channel has been literally removed, as it says, for harassment and cyberbullying. Now, apparently this channel was used for their promotion of their show. They would do like a 10, 15 minute promo for the upcoming show that evening. People would watch it, get hyped, and they tune in. And that has been hit by cyberbullying. This is a story that I'd say it's simmered down over the past week, but this is continuing. It just continues to go on. And whether or not Big Jer did flag this down, he hasn't done anything to de-escalate the situation. And it also speaks to the fragility of what's happening over on YouTube. As It's a Gundam says, he says, this proves what I've been saying for years. If someone on the inside of YouTube has it out for you, they can just completely wreck your shit with utter impunity. This is beyond the pale right here. Decade, what's your thoughts on this entire story when it comes to the quartering, Kino Casino, and this just giant saga that we've seen over the last 6 weeks?
Honestly, I've not actually overly been following it.
Okay.
So I'm probably a bit out of the loop on this.
That's fair.
So the only times I've ever witnessed channels being deleted, well, that's normally because they've broken terms of service or like community guidelines or something. So it's really hard for me to comment because I don't really overly know what's going on. So
That's fair.
yeah, sorry, I'm a bit useless on this one.
No, that's totally fair. Yeah, this has been an interesting thing. And when it comes to YouTube in general, I think the big question a lot of people have is, is this a flagging campaign at this point? Was this done by Jeremy? Was it done by someone who watched them? Or is it done by an alternate channel?
I don't know. I know that because I remember maybe 18 months ago, I got an email from YouTube, and I was able to actually join in on YouTube workshop things that you would log into once a month or something, and you actually got to talk directly to them. And then a few months after that, I actually got invited to an actual YouTube event in London that I got to go to, and where you actually got to mingle with actual proper partner managers.
Yep.
Over in YouTube. So maybe it could be something like that.
Yeah, this does go back to the idea of the haves and have-nots. If you do have a contact over at YouTube, we do not have a relationship with anybody over at YouTube. I would say the last time we had any sort of relationship with anybody, we had a quote-unquote partner manager probably 18 months ago. That person moved on, and then we didn't have anybody to contact. They just went out to the void. So we have, if something happens to our channel, we have nobody to contact outside of just the public perception.
Maybe you should say that out loud.
I don't know. Saying
listen,
that though,
we're like every other channel out there. I mean, that's the reality of it. Is there are channels that have millions of subscribers that don't have a partner manager. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Decade.
One of my friends, I won't say the channel name, but one of my friends, several months ago, maybe even longer ago, his channel got full on deleted, and it was because of his actual Google account had a problem come up with it, and he does quite journalistic thing, so it was pure journalism, but because all of us have got access to the British gaming YouTube partner person, we was able to send him an email, and then he was able to get the channel back because he was able to investigate it because he's in YouTube. But that's probably not helpful to this conversation.
No, it is. Well, here's the thing though. I saw people asking about our partner manager, who it was. the way that was frustrating is in my experience in this situation with our channel, we had a partner manager for about 3 months, and then they would rotate to another partner manager for another 3 to 6 months, and then that partner would rotate, that manager would move. And these are very low level people in the company, right? These are, they don't have any authority at all. And when you ask them anything, they give you just the most generic stuff, and they send you a support link, right? It's so low level, it's crazy. Now, if you have a partner manager that is rotating away from you every 3 to 6 months, it is hard to develop any sort of relationship with them. And even when you start to develop any sort of relationship, they move on and you no longer have that relationship and you got to start over. So that to me doesn't make any sense, like at all. And it makes, when you see a situation like this, whether it's PPP getting flagged or, a channel like this, you have no one to turn to. And even if you did have a good relationship, let's say this happened 6 months than a week into this relationship. Well, you're technically a week into a relationship with a new partner manager and they don't know you yet. There's still this feeling out period. It's really messed up and silly. But obviously, look, whether it was the quartering or not, this speaks to the idea of how fragile things are over on YouTube, which is why we encourage everybody to spread your wings. If you're a streamer, stream everywhere. Stream on Rumble, stream on Kick, stream on Twitch, stream on Plus, on local, stream everywhere. Stream on X, because you can be flagged on YouTube. And yes, being flagged on YouTube is a big thing, but it definitely, you cannot just be deplatformed from everywhere, right? Unless you're, unless something really bad happens. But yeah, definitely, cast that net as wide as you possibly can. I think that's the best advice for everybody. Obviously, YouTube is the biggest billboard, but this type of stuff cannot happen. And it speaks to the where I think the platform is right now. And we said this from the start, this entire story, it sets a horrible precedent. If you can just go and flag a channel that you don't like because my fees are hurt, that's really messed up. And that's very dangerous for anybody who streams or posts content on the platform at all, because my feelings. And if that's really what this is about, and it comes down to my feelings are hurt because I flag somebody and I happen to know somebody who's in a better, more powerful situation than you do, man, that's fucked up. That's truly fucked up. Hit that subscribe button right here and watch another video right here.